75 Most Unbelievably Terrifying Natural Disasters Ever Caught on Camera. Welcome to the latest episode of the YouTube channel, Mega Disasters. Nature is not just a peaceful scene but also a powerful force that can destroy everything in its path. What you are about to witness will be the most terrifying moments that humans have ever recorded. Get ready with Mega Disasters to review the recorded moments of unstoppable natural power right now. Have you ever imagined driving down the road and suddenly a tornado appears right in front of you, sweeping away everything around you? That life and death moment was captured on camera, hauntingly. Inside the car, her heart was pounding, her breath was choking. She drove, gripping the steering wheel tightly, cold sweat dripping down her forehead. In that moment, panic surrounded her. All thoughts were blocked. Continue driving or stop? How to escape the fury of nature when it was right in front of her? Only a few hundred meters away? A wrong decision at this moment could be the fragile boundary between life and death. In just a few seconds, sturdy houses suddenly disappear in the raging floodwaters. When nature is angry, everything that humans have built for so long can be swept away as if it never existed. From afar, the murky water rushed down like a giant beast, sweeping away everything in its path. Small houses, bridges, and lush gardens that people had cultivated for years were all submerged in the raging flood. In the blink of an eye, sturdy walls were knocked down. Furniture was swept away by the raging water. Roofs were blown off, drifting like fragile leaves in the raging ocean. Screams rang out in the swirling water, but no one could resist the wrath of nature. From afar, those who witnessed the scene could only stand still, eyes red, hearts aching. They wondered, those who lost their homes, lost everything, where will they start again? Just a moment's delay and the entire car could have been buried under tons of rocks and soil. When the cliff collapsed suddenly, no one could have predicted that the line between life and death would be so fragile. From afar, all one could see was a huge cloud of dust rising, rocks and debris bursting and pouring down like a waterfall. The scene was like a scene from a thrilling action movie. But if you stood closer, you would feel the real horror. The ground shook violently. The deafening explosions echoed in your chest, and the dust was so thick that you could not see anything for a few seconds. In the midst of the chaos, cars were rushing down the road along the cliff. Suddenly, giant rocks fell right in front of the cars, blocking the road. The driver had just stepped on the brakes in time to save his life. If he had been a beat slower, the car would have been buried under tons of rocks and debris. Inside the car, everyone's heart was pounding, their hands still shaking as they gripped the steering wheel. Only when the dust cleared did the onlookers breathe a sigh of relief. In the midst of the terrible devastation, the driver was lucky enough to escape death by a hair's breadth. But not everyone was so lucky. In the blink of an eye, a fierce storm tossed a large boat weighing several tons as if it were a small toy. When nature rages, humans can only stand by and watch helplessly. With a sharp whistle, a strong wind came from somewhere, gently toppling the cars as if they were just small toys. The wheels wobbled, the car body tilted and tilted between the rushing water and the whirlwind, sliding on the road like a meaningless object. While dealing with it, the noise of the storm overwhelmed all the surrounding sounds, leaving only the feeling of breathing, the thrill of a life and death game. The onlookers from afar, their hearts pounding, could not help but be overwhelmed by the destructive power of nature. Just a little more, the car could have been swept away in the midst of the storm's fury. But luckily, it stopped just before it completely rampaged. This luck can only be counted in the tense moments that you can't forget. When the sea rages, thousands of cars, houses and motif structures are swept away in a mythical wave. Witnessing this scene, you cannot help but shudder at the destructive power of the ocean. The sky seemed to break before the fury of nature. The fierce storm not only brought rain and wind but also swept away rocks and trees from deep in the forest. The strong, ferocious water flowed high, rushing across the road like a raging river, wiping out everything it passed. The cars just stopped just in time before the floodwaters came. At an intersection, the tsunami from the ocean merged in an instant, sweeping away a series of cars. turning the cars into small toys before the power of the water. The cars were buried in the waves. Everyone felt so scared before the destruction of nature in such a short moment. A flash of lightning splits the sky. Lightning strikes open trees and creates a dangerous shooting mission. Witness this scene. You will feel the destructive power of nature right before your eyes. Before anyone could realize what was happening, a powerful bolt of lightning tore through the sky and struck directly at a very close area, creating sparks that flew everywhere. Light filled the entire space. A symbolic warning took place in a split second. The light was white and almost unresponsive. In just a split second, the ground shook. The bushes swayed, and a loud explosion echoed throughout the desolate land. When the lightning struck, everything around seemed to be burning, signaling the increased power that nature could produce. A sense of fear and shock enveloped everyone, not only because of the sudden death, but also because life and death were only a breath away. A powerful earthquake shook Turkey, and the water in the pool churned into waves like the ocean. In just a moment, you will see how the power of nature can change everything. A strong feeling spread throughout the space, creating a sense of fear in the hearts of witnesses. Everything seemed to awaken from the peace, reflecting the brutality and instability that natural disasters bring.
Get inside! Get T, doing it.
میتونی برو دادا برو داداش برو ریزشه بچه‌ها.
Have you ever imagined that a strong wind can blow away a car? In a land where nature shows its full power, a car was blown away by the wind like a dry leaf, leaving people nowhere to be seen in an instant. This is not only a strange sight but also a testament to the tremendous power that nature can bring. A power that creates people to be strong and respectful. On a dark, cloudy evening, as the storm was approaching, the surrounding space became breathless and tense. A car, which was imagined to be sturdy and solid, was swept away by the strong wind, rushing through the air like a leaf caught in a whirlwind. In that moment, a feeling of shock and fear enveloped, as people had to face the terrible power of nature, surpassing all limits of control. The storm was not only a natural phenomenon but also a reminder of the impermanence and strength of the world around us.
Ё-моё, это страшно. Все, канал, блядь. Ёб твою мать. Ой, кошмар какой-то. Это кошмар.
Above are 8 main highlights that I want to convey to you. Which information do you find most impressive? Let me know. And don't forget, if you like the video, please click the Mega Disasters channel subscription button immediately so you don't miss any interesting videos in the future. Thank you for watching the entire video. Don't forget to click the subscription button. Share the video. If you like this content, please comment on number 1. If you don't like it, comment on number 2 so I know and continue to create better content. And see you in the next videos.